Today the Church celebrates the memory of a small and a giant saint, Saint Thérese of Lisieux, Saint Thérese of the Child Jesus. Small for that reason, because of the diminutive of her name, Thérese. Big, great, because her example of holiness is enormous, and also because she is the patron saint of the missions, together with the great Spanish missionary Saint Francisco Javier, a woman who entered the convent of the Discalced Carmelites of Lisieux at a very young age, a woman who was called to spend her life without sorrows or glory, and who died very young. She spent very few years in the convent, fell ill and died. But a woman with an influence on the whole history of spirituality in so many people. And meant, I repeat, to the extent that she is the patron saint of missions. What did this woman, this young woman, have to do so much good and be well known? She entered as soon as she passed the adolescence, a cloister convent, did not leave again that convent until she died. And however, what did she have? What is her secret? She tells it in her diary, a diary that has always done extraordinary work to all who have read it, and which I believe deserves to be worthy of St. Augustine's confession. Therese's secret it's in what she says. It is in the sentence, I have found my place in church, and my place in church is the heart. That is, my place in the church is to love Jesus, and to teach to love Jesus. Pray that Jesus will be known, missionaries and love. My place in the church is here, by the tabernacle, or doing the simple and daily chores, which were not always easy in a group of women who were all saints, but who sometimes they had up and downs among them, as she tells in her diary. But her place was there, in love for Christ, I repeat, before the tabernacle, or in a daily task, which gave her satisfaction and which gave her some displeasure. Her place in the church was to reminding us the essential thing, the thing that must never be lacking, is love for Jesus. When there is love for Jesus, there is everything else. She says that she never committed mortal sin, but that she committed a venial sin, and in fact, she had the problems of her scruples, and indeed, to confess continuously. Well, maybe it is not everybody can say about themselves, but everyone can say about themselves that if you fall, you get up, and you get up out of love of God, for love of Jesus. Another characteristic of Therese's spirituality, of Thérese, no doubt, drawn from the example of the founder of the Discalced Carmelites, Thérese of Lisieux of Avila, the great one, was to trust in God. A trust that Thérese of Jesus, Saint Thérese of Jesus, expressed in the poetry, let nothing disturb you, let nothing make you afraid. Saint Thérese didn't say, almost nothing disturb you, or that you are disturbed by health problems, but economic ones, or that you don't worry about economic problems, but you don't know about health problems, or that you don't worry about their health or money, but you do about the family. Don't let anything bother you. And that Thérese of Lisieux, that brought her to her life. She had peace, but she didn't have the peace of one who has no problems. She didn't have the peace of the one who sees her life unfold peacefully. She had the peace that comes from trusting in God. I repeat, she was a woman in a very fragile health. She died at a very young age, and she suffered from these diseases. Apart from another things of a community life, I insist, which she tells in her diary, that she was made to suffer, perhaps because of her extraordinary sensitivity. She was a woman who suffered, and who kept the peace. I believe that these two things are Therese's great legacy for each one of us in every moment of life that each one of us go through. And in this collective moment, there is this pandemic, which is not only leaving a trail of death, but it also an economic catastrophe, such as the now being known since the Great Wars. Have peace, trust in God, and not because you do not have problems. I repeat, Thérese invited to trust in God, and she did, in the middle of her difficulties and sufferings, and her premature death, possibly caused by tuberculosis. Trust in God. Trust. Trust. Besides, I always say it, but today I repeat it. What if you don't trust? Because trusting in God doesn't mean stopping looking for a job and hoping that it will be brought home to you. Trusting in God doesn't mean not going to the doctor and waiting for a miraculous cure. Trusting in God doesn't mean not trying to solve the problems you have in your family, in your marriage, with your children, with your parents. Trusting God means doing everything you have to do, everything your intelligence and your will tell you that you have to do, but knowing that it is God who solves things. I recently received a beautiful message yesterday. It said, very simple, it says, in your future there will be God. I remember that story that they said it is the shortest story in the world, which is just one page. When he woke up, the dinosaur was still there. That's the story, just like that. When he woke up, the dinosaur was still there. We can say, in my future, as well as in my present, there will also be God. When I come out of this, God will be there. God will always be there. Trust. Because, besides, I repeat, if you don't trust, you became nervous. If you don't trust, you became desperate. And then, what goes wrong gets worse. And what goes right gets spoiled.
Santa Teresita, esta joven mujer
Saint Therese, this young woman who died in a cloister convent and illuminated the world, tell us, God in your heart, everything for God, everything for Christ, everything for love of Him, everything out of gratitude to Him, God in the first place, gratitude to God in the first place, and as a proof of gratitude, trust in God. Lord, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, but I'm worried about this, about that, about the beyond, about 50 things at once. Lord, I trust in you. Sacred Heart of Jesus, I trust in you. So be it.